I remember Jack just going to me and goes, wait, we got to sort what the we're going to do for the rest of our lives right now. Good luck, mate.
Blowout straight away.
Dude, that actually kind of got on my back. Cheers.
Cheers. Alright, so first episode of YouTube, maybe the last.
Might not even be the first.
But we thought, you know what, let's sit down, give the debrief. We've actually never told our full story.
It might not be interesting at all, but we thought we might as well tell it because I don't even know why.
Because
just tell it.
We'll just tell it.
Mum and Dad, this one's for you.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm trying to sink some of these.
Oh no, I want to open up, eh? I'm going to not be able to drive home.
I was born in a place called Gerringong, which is on the south coast of New South Wales, 2 hours south of Sydney. And you were born in?
About 10 minutes down the road. Minamara. Beautiful little spot. Population of 1,000.
Dad was a bricklayer.
Yeah, my dad was a tradie. Average childhood. Surf, skate, whatever you do every day. Play with shitty grubs. And then school.
Play with shitty grubs. Like, when's the first time?
Oh, in the bus bay maybe. With everyone playing here. We'll probably sharing stories about some girl he's been hooking up with or something.
What? Is that serious?
Nah. I do remember that though. I'm not going to say any more, but I do remember
really?
that. Yeah.
Who was the girl then? Shut the f*** up. That, what?
In the bus, I remember it clear as day.
Well, that was, you obviously knew each other
before. And you're going, at least
well, no.
What's your first memory?
You're saying to Liam.
Dude, that would have been like when I was like in year fucking 12 or some shit.
What the first
I was like
memory
year
of
9 or
Falcon?
something.
Yeah, 9. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, did we just get so off track then or what?
Yeah. Met, you're in year 7, I was in year 8. I'm a year older. Pretty sure it was snow trip.
I remember just, I don't know what I remember, just this ADHD run around psycho little kid.
Really?
Yeah. You were psycho, eh?
Yeah.
Were you?
Pretty.
You were pretty crazy.
Not crazy, but fucking.
Just wired. But it wasn't until we started going to festivals and stuff.
And that's when the proper bonding happened, eh?
Yeah,
Had the
100%.
First festival.
Group of 6 of us, and then we were just like,
Oh, so good.
brotherhood.
Hangovers aren't even a thing.
Yeah,
Fine.
17 to like 22. Good fun doing that. So yeah, that's how we met, and that's how we bonded.
Yeah, bonded real well.
What do you mean?
I don't know, it's awkward.
I don't know why I said that.
I don't know, it's weird.
That was sus ass.
Oh god. Can you start? Because I didn't even know, I wasn't even listening, I was in my own head. I was looking at like bugs and shit over there.
I gave you a hospital ball there.
Yeah, you start.
We decided to all go on a trip to New Zealand. We were trying to get work. We're living in Queenstown. We couldn't get work for literally 3.5, 4 months.
Yeah,
And we handed out that, we probably handed out like 5 resumes.
None of us even tried to get a job.
I did it twice and they were online.
Dude, there's nothing more vulnerable than walking into a shop with a resume going, do you have work? Like, like the biggest idiot.
What about when we went for that? Oh my god, we got accepted to go for a trial of this. I've never worked in a bar in my whole life. And on our resume, we were that desperate. We go, 2 years experience working out at Uncle's pub. Pour beer, like perfectly and shit. I went for the trial in this dirty nightclub. Got in there and he's like, yeah, he'll be right. And I was like, oh, mate, yeah. These people started piling up and I was sweating head to toe, like shitting myself. And they're like, bourbon and coke, like rum and fucking soda water and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? And the guy was looking at me, he's going, this guy's not coming back. Anyway, he went the next night.
I went the next night and he was like, yeah, it's sweet. Like, that's what he said, I think I got it. And then he's like, hey dude, go hard, like we'll get it, we'll both get it and we'll have a sick job. Go there and it was like quiet as I was like, this is sweet, like pouring a beer, like my first beer I poured was sick. And then all of a sudden this like Kentucky tour came in and they're all pissed going, and I remember like trembling, like I was just pouring random shit, giving them, I didn't even know what I was doing. And then we got a job together, again, remember the car wash? Pissed as the night before.
Paralytic, like 5 in the morning.
I'm not joking, I don't remember, here we go. I don't remember anything. I remember we got back and we used to play these like Mexican dice game. And this guy, this mug like this big of just like straight shit. I woke up in the morning, didn't know where I was. I was making you all like, dude, we gotta go to work as our first day ever working. Like, we need to get this job.
5 AM we finished and at 7 we got up.
Packed into the car.
You can't even see straight. There was just full guns blazing. They're like, all right, yeah, you got this car, that car, reverse this car. And I remember going out, I was like, Falcon, I can't do this. You got to reverse this car for me.
Bringing in cars quicker than I could think. Like it was just coming in, like quick, and you're like scrubbing these cars.
I'm not joking. I couldn't even see. Like I was so pissed.
I remember being in cars and like, quickly, and Jack would just be sitting there going, I can't do this. And then, and I'd leave the car in the middle of the thing, and I'd come out to you and go, can you reverse the car in for me?
I'm not joking. 9 o'clock came, we only lasted 2 hours.
He was like, you can go have like a morning tea, like go have a music bar. I'm like, oh yeah, sweet. We got in the car and left and never came back.
And then we got a phone call off the company and he goes, if you ever think about coming back here, you're we're like, we're so sorry.
And then we went to the recruitment agency, they got us the job, and we handed in our timesheet trying to get paid for 2 hours. And slipped under the door to try and get paid. That's how desperate we were.
So after that, it was about another 2 months.
Wasn't much better.
Yeah. I ended up working in a fish and chip shop, wearing this fucking uniform that looked like a clown outfit.
What's the colour? Rainbow fish.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I got one in a surf shop.
You had a good job.
I had a really good job, I had a really good crew. Like one time I remember turning up so pissed, and they just put me in the storeroom to lock the door, and I just slept for half a day. Like it was just the cruisiest job ever, and we just had so much fun. So yeah, it turned out alright.
And then how the videos started. So this is the first videos we probably ever made. It was because we had 3 months off work because we couldn't get work. We were just so bored and we had so much time, and we just literally started making skits.
Who's ready to pump? What the? What the?
Hey guys,
There we go.
looking good, mate.
What are you cooking?
Oh, a bit of chicken
Yeah,
noodles.
yeah,
You reckon
got
Chef
that.
try, eh?
Yeah. What the?
Hey guys, we're just playing a game of Jenga. I'm almost about to win.
We love Jenga. You wouldn't mind if we play, would you now, huh?
Kind of took off, not took off,
At
but like
home.
at home everyone was like commenting, like thought it was like, yeah, give us more, so we made a few more.
Yeah.
I only made like 5 or 6.
Yeah, Pine Tree TV.
But like
Why did you
yeah,
call it that?
once, I don't know, oh, because Pine Tree was the code name if you got,
Oh yeah.
yeah, if,
Yeah, there was a rule. We all shared bed. If someone came home because there was a lot of partying going on, they'd yell out Pine Tree. That person had to get out the bed without any questions asked because they had to go. You'd be sound asleep having the best night of your life. And it was heavy for me because Billy would go out heaps. Was it Billy I shared a bed with? And he, oh, it wasn't that heavy. But,
he wasn't getting much.
he didn't get many, so it's actually kind of good for me.
Yeah. But then when we all got jobs, we kind of stopped doing the videos because like, everyone was like working this shift, that shift, so it was hard to really all be together at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need time to make videos.
Yeah.
Everyone just thinks it goes like that, but you actually need to all have free time and then think
Then
of it,
script it,
film
film
it,
edit it.
So yeah.
No!
Yeah, we just had a blowout. Can you pass me a beer? Because I don't think I'll be able to get it.
Oh no.
Is that a stitch up?
Nah.
Alright, so after New Zealand, kind of went our separate ways. Like you went traveling over to Canada and stuff. I came home, and after that trip, I was working for Forrest, who's behind the camera, at Natural Necessity Surf Shop. I was just doing his online stuff.
Our filmer Forrest behind the camera was Falcon's old boss, and now Falcon's Forrest boss.
Tables a turn, buddy.
Ironic.
Fuck, seriously? Yeah, so I was working there for like 5 years, and then when I got back from that trip, I was like, oh, I better start, you know, the job was good, but I wasn't really, everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? You need to get someone behind you. So I went, fuck, alright. So I got into carpentry, but I still didn't want to do my apprenticeship. I just wanted to learn how to do it, because I just didn't want to be locked in for 4 years. I got like commitment issues. Did that for about 3 years. Everyone's like, dude, you got to do an apprenticeship. So I was like, screw it, I'll just do it. Get it out of the way. I just hate my life for 4 years. Just before I was about to start, Jack came home from overseas, and he got home and me like, let's go to Europe. And I was like, nah.
We're
like,
calling it
for
life
once,
trip.
I'm like gonna say no to a trip because I gotta get my life sorted. He's like, no, let's go, like this and that. We'll try and work towards something we want to do for the rest of our lives, because he didn't like plastering. And I was like, nah, I can't. Like, I'm actually going to do this. Like, the dream's over.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hung up on him. I spoke to my mum, and she's like, you know what? Like, just live your life. Like, go. Like, do what makes you happy. And I was like, fuck.
Legend.
Good on you, mum. All right, I'll do that. So I called him back. I was like, screw it. Let's go. I'm about to blow out here. I was like, yep, I'm coming. Let's go. Two months later, we left on a flight over to Europe,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
where we started Inspired
And
Unemployed.
I feel like we had, because we've been travelling for like 5 years now, so when I convinced Falcon, it wasn't just, let's go piece it up the wall, like let's work towards something in life. Tradie life is fun at times, but to think that you might be doing that for 40 years, that petrified the shit out of me.
So like, let's go and we'll start something and work towards something we want to do.
We're listening to a ton of Tony Robbins and Gary Vee at the time. I reckon he shaped a bit of our mentality towards all this and how it's happened in life.
Yeah, bought a car, then we went to French Alps, and we just had a shocking start of the trip. Our car ended up breaking down. Like, honestly, like whatever could go wrong, went wrong, and it was like a dark time.
Everything. It was all your mates are at home, summer, bought this car, not registered.
Didn't have insurance. So we finally got to the Snowtown Morzine, and we're sitting there one night and we got caught in this snowstorm. We had nowhere to go. We got this little Airbnb and it was honestly like a shoebox, and we're paying like hundreds of dollars a night. We sat down and we're kind of rattled because we just had this shit start, like 2 weeks.
Cried, hey, I'm not joking.
We're eating like eggs on, like just straight eggs probably. I remember Jack just going to me and goes, wait, we got to sort what the fuck we're going to do for the rest of our lives right now. And then we sat there and we had like a notebook, and we're like, we knew we wanted to do videos, like as a Pine Tree, and we knew we wanted to do that kind of stuff again. Yeah. But we didn't think it'd ever go to this.
We're tradies, we had no fucking clue you can make money from making videos ever. I guess the easy part of it is you're not surrounded by people in your everyday life at home that you work with, and it's more judgmental, I guess, in a way, and scary to be vulnerable, whereas overseas you got this escape route of, you don't know anyone, you go walking down the street, film the most fucked up video in the world, and no one knows who you are, and you can just leave and they will never see you again.
Especially when you're first starting out, that's when you're most vulnerable, for sure.
And I guess that time in the Airbnbs, over there at the start of the trip, was literally, like, in all my travels, like, still fine, but some of the worst, like, I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel, like, at all.
But now thinking about it, it's probably
the best thing that ever happened to us, because no Wi-Fi, no friends, no distractions at all, which was sad at the time, but then we were like so productive, and we were like, let's fucking just start filming videos and go hard at it and do something with our life.
Oh, how long to the next town? I'm starving.
3 days.
Oh, but we've been driving for 2 days. What's that?
No, look, mushrooms.
Dude, you know I can't eat mushrooms.
It's life or death. You know we haven't eaten in 3 days.
I can't. You know what happened last time.
Suit yourself then.
All right, I'll have one, but if I black out, you got to stay well away, all right?
See, I told you they'll find Falcon. Falcon? Oh shit, not again! No! Falcon! 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 Oh, wow! Ah! There he is! Falcon! What the hell? Falcon!
We were so desperate, like we were kind of at this quarter life crisis where like shit should have worked out by now, and it hasn't, and I'm about to start an apprenticeship, and because I always thought like something more was going to happen, but it wasn't, and we were just so inspired to try and like...
We were so ready, but we didn't know, I guess this is relatable to almost everyone. You're so ready, but you don't know what it is and how to find it, and you know when you find it, you'll go hard at it, but we didn't know what the fuck it was, so we were kind of rattled, but so frothing to find what it was.
Well, yeah, that's what we said, we're broke, because we were spending so much money on the worst Airbnbs, and like, we're going to be broke in like 2 weeks if we keep this up. But we're heaps inspired, and it just came up with...
Yeah. Once we found on, like, Google was like translating all this shit, and then we found the two, and like, Inspired Unemployed. Oh my god, it's perfect. Anyway, we started the page. We actually kind of took it pretty serious from the start, like a hobby, because we loved it so much. It didn't feel like work, but we were borderline working while we were in Europe, trying to post daily, which is a lot when you're half scripting, filming and editing while you're trying to live a fucking holiday life.
We didn't really script back then, but we just like, we had an idea, like, oh, this could work, and then we just go out and just start filming.
Yeah.
No, go. Again. Nah, not so high. One more. Quickly, I'm fucking...
Shut the fuck up, I'm in no shirt, cunt.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to go to cafes, sit there with like a notepad and like write our goals down and shit. I think we made 100 videos in 6 months. We were putting so much effort in, actually. Like, but I guess maybe the content was shit.
For how to do, I'm just so proud to be from Kentucky. With the left hand in my eye.
Ding ding! Did someone order some creamy mustard?
I like mustard.
We just done so many videos and just felt like it wasn't getting anywhere.
Oh yeah, 6 months, oh they got, 6,000 followers. But for us, it felt like 6 fucking years and we're getting a follower every month,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Trying to work so hard.
Work so hard for it, I guess. I went home after about 6 months and I think we're on about 7,000 followers maybe, or 8.
Yeah.
And it was starting to get more traction, but still like, fuck.
I remember when you were going home, it was kind of like the one point where we're like, what are we doing this for? Like we're doing so much here and like, what's it for? Like we're not getting anything out of it.
I guess the hard work paid off because there was one video in particular that was like the Berlin dance video when we all danced. Fucking hell. Jeez. Yeah, it was the one Berlin dance video where we were all dressed in black. That took us from, I think, 10,000 to 35,000 in a day. Such a good moment because our whole life changed after that.
The unlikely story of a pair of Aussies who just picked up a fashion deal with Fendi and rocketed to international stardom.
Jack Steele and Matt Ford used to be tradies. Quick as a flash, they found themselves pouting on the cover of GQ and snuggling in their budgie smugglers for Australian Vogue.
Matt Ford and Jack Steele!
I was a bit starstruck actually. I've seen a lot of your videos.
Yeah, the earth is flat, yes.
Be inspired, unemployed. Jack and Matt.
Gotta get up. Gotta get up, gotta get up, gotta get up.
You just can't believe what the fuck is happening and what's happened. And you try and be so conscious about not taking it for granted and soaking it all up, but you just can't wrap your head around it. And we just tried every time, literally every single time we went to Sydney, the craziest thing would happen for us. Like we're tradies and we go into Sydney and have meetings with the most important people.
Or just meeting cool people and you're like, oh my god, like, I've met that person.
And
or
they want to work with you and you're like, I remember having a meeting with Vogue and we didn't even know why we were going there, and we had a meeting with them. They wanted us to host the GQ Man of the Year Awards.
Host, just like do interviews.
Not host, sorry, yeah, do videos. We were sitting at this meeting, and there was like 5 of them and Edwina McCann, the editor-in-chief of Vogue, and we were just sitting there at the table in like boardies and a shirt, and just kicking each other under the table, just going, what the fuck?
And even still to this day, like we go to Sydney and come back, and we're just like what are we doing? Like,
still
what
now,
is happening?
Yeah. All that aside, the people that message you, I've got depression, anxiety, whatever, you're helping me, you're helping my cousin Arnie, and you're not setting out to do that, but I guess that's just a great perk.
Yeah, because sometimes you're like, what, like we're just being idiots on camera and stuff, but then people message you saying, hey, this really helps with my mental illness and stuff like that. They're kind of like, whoa, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
And it's not like we're saving the world. The funnest thing is watching people like reenact our videos or they're trying to do it and they're just having the best time.
Everyone's just so nice. Like, everyone that approaches you, they always mean well and have good things to say, which is the best thing by far about this job. The job? This is a job.
But and you also kind of know it could be over. Like, we're going to keep working hard at it, but we know it could be gone. So that's why we're trying to just have as much fun as we can while we can. And just do as much as we can while it's happening. Probably won't last much longer after this YouTube channel.
If you got through to the end of this, well done. That's not my beer, that's my sonny's. My beer's out. See these? Stubby coolers.
Like, subscribe, share.
And buy.
We'll see you next week.
That's the story of Falcon's life right there.
Broken. Look at that.
I'm broken.